Alright, welcome back everybody. My name is Atris and today we're playing Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today we're playing on the ruins of Ceres against a Terran player named Roger, and I've still been having trouble with Terran, but this is a good game, I feel, and well, I'm going to be commentating it, not live, but it's a replay. So first things first, I go for a 14 pylon. And I'm just going to be fully saturated, and I'm going to go for a 17 Nexus, and then going for, you know, a simulator gateway, that kind of a thing. Plan is to go Stalker Disruptor, throwing a couple of Immortals. I've been having a good time with Immortals lately, making, you know, 2 or 3, and going with that, trying to, you know, let them soak up the damage, which is a good idea against you know, mass Terran. So, got my pylon down, just waiting for that 400 minerals, and I'm going to go ahead and drop down that. And then I'm going to go scouting with my wee probe. At a minute, there's really no need to scout any sooner than that. You're not going to see anything. But, got my Nexus down, then I'm going to drop a gateway as soon as I've got 150 minerals, that's at 18. And then, right about as soon as I get back to my mineral line, I should have 75. To drop down in the simulator. And again, I'm just going to keep pumping out those probes, try and fully saturate this base before the second Nexus is up. I am hotkeying those, so I'm just looking at his Vespine geyser, whatever those machines, I don't know, reactor, no, they're not reactors, whatever they're called. Anyway, make one of them. And they make one of them. I'm just checking to see how much he's got in there, and I figure I may as well make a pylon if he's not going to check, if he's not going to follow me. And turns out that actually lasts a good while. So back at my base, I'm going to drop a cybernetics core and another pylon at 23 and another gateway. And I'm going to fully saturate that assimilator. I'm going to drop down my second assimilator, and I'm going to start filling up that one. And I notice that he's making a bunker right by my natural Nexus. So I gotta deal with that. So I'm gonna take these 3 probes and I'm gonna go down there, down there, and I'm gonna kill his wee probe. And he's got a Reaper, but he's so busy looking at something else, I'm able to surround him with these guys and get to surround and kill him. So then I just go straight back. I don't think I lost a single guy there, which is good. Not really worried about my probe over there, but you know, that's just the way it is. Because he's already done his job. I've already got him scouting as much as I can. I get my mothership core out, and I'm going to try and knock out this bunker before he can get anybody in there. And he just threw away that marine. If he'd have just jumped in, he'd have probably been able to kill that. Making 2 more zealots, as you can see on the production tab. And now I'm going to take out the bunker and go from there. He is actually going to get this guy in. I think he's just what is that called? That, what I just did there. Rally point, where I set the rally point. He set the rally point straight into there. So I'm going to drop a robotics facility and 2 pylons around 3 minutes 50, 4 minutes. And I guess he still was rallying over there. But I've got just about this fully saturated. I've got my other one fully saturated. And I've got 2 assimilators going down. I've got my gateway, or my warp gate ability, or warp gate. What is that word called? The warp gate ability. Whatever. I'm just going to use that word. And I'm going to be trying to make 2 stalkers and drop another gateway. But since he did that, I'm thinking he doesn't have very much, so I'm going to go over there right now with my 3 zealots. I've got 2 pylons there for photon overcharge defense. As you can see from his production tab, he's going for cloak, actually for the banshees, and that ends up what he's going for. I don't know that, but I'm going to find out here in a wee minute, I think. So I'm going to drop a 4th gateway, getting out an observer, and then I believe I'm going to go, yeah, immortal. So see these guys. Oh, okay, so he's got a marine, so I'm just going to kill that, but he actually notices. So these guys run around a wee bit. I say screw that. So I'm just going to do that. He's going to fire. I'm just going to pull one back, just to waste his time and kill that so he doesn't. And he never does cancel it, but I think I end up killing that guy. Either way, I've still got stuff going on at my base. I've got my immortal coming out. I got another stoker coming out. My warp gate is almost complete, and I've still got that pylon in his base. Got this base just about fully saturated. 3 more probes and I'm done with that, and I'm flooding minerals like crazy. So I'm gonna try and do something about that. Just waiting on that gateway, or that warp gate upgrade. There we go, upgrade. But I see a bunch of that stuff, a bunch of his marines, marauders. So I'm thinking, okay, well I'll just go disruptors. Got my my immortal and 3 zealots, 3 stalkers, 5, 6, 7 stalkers. So you know I'm feeling pretty good about this, because I think he invested too much into that bunker. He was planning on doing that, so it kind of maybe threw him off. I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna move out with this. You know, I've got a couple of stalkers, I've got a couple of zealots, and immortals to soak up the damage, so my stalkers can really lay it in there. And I should have looked at the this thing, because I watched the replay already before. Turns out he's got a guy, so he can see everything I'm doing. Well, just about. I guess he can't. But this is when I noticed that he's got banshees, and
Mineral field depleted.
That's when I'm kind of screwed, you know. So, well, not screwed, but I can't see it. So I've got to have my my observer, which I do already have over here, but I didn't have standing with my army. I actually had it on his ramp, just so I can see what's going on. They notice, but they don't kill it, which, whatever, that's good for me. I'm keeping my immortals coming out. I'm gonna keep warping in stalkers, trying to get a good size army, and gonna get a couple disruptors out, if I'm not mistaken, and 2 more gateways, a nexus, and 2 defensive pylons there, just so I can make sure and keep that economy up. I assume it was a banshee, a cloaked banshee, but you know, I don't know right now. I didn't look. I assume it was a banshee, and then they were shooting, so he left. So I'm just gonna keep warping in here. I got my 2 pylons here. That way I can, you know, keep attacking. He actually paused it right there, but it doesn't show up in the replay. That's why I asked if he's okay. More of a courtesy than anything. I was about to resume. He was only gone for about, oh, I don't know, 10 seconds or something like that. But every chance I get, I'm going to warp in. I'm going to have my disruptors down there. They didn't do very much this game, but, you know, that's just the way it is. So, I got a good size army. I got my observer, which helps against banshees that I know he's got now. So I'm about to move out, and I'm actually gonna warp in. Well, as soon as I'm done with these, I believe I'm gonna actually warp in a couple of adepts into his base to try and harass and pull his army back, and then attack up the ramp. I didn't get blink this game, simply because I didn't think I would need it. I thought I was going to be able to finish it out a lot sooner. I do see that he's got that missile turret, which gives him the ability to keep my observer away, which means his banshees have a very good advantage against my guys. So we're 9.5 minutes in. I'm feeling pretty good. I know we didn't have the 3rd base. I know we didn't have that 4th base. And I've got my 3rd, and I'm flooding minerals like crazy, trying to, you know, sneak him up there so that I can get a shot out, and I don't. But I'm thinking, okay, well, I can move now. I see the Raven, and I see his 3 banshees, so I can't move too far forward without my observer, and I can't find my observer live, but obviously I can see it right now. But you know, try and knock those out, and I'm just gonna run up the ramp to try and knock them out. As you can see, I'm too busy focused on micro to be doing my macro like I should be. But
mineral field depleted.
I see his couple of banshees, so I'm gonna drop down stargates because I'm gonna warp in, I think 5 or 6 phoenixes. Don't know why I got the warp prism. I don't think I used it at all. But here we go. I'm flooding minerals like crazy, so I figure, you know what? Let's have a wee bit of fun. We're going to warp in 6 adepts, and we're gonna take out some of his wee probes. And it's 3 stargates, not 2. But they see me, so I run over here, and I'm gonna just try and take out some of his probes. And I don't do very much at all with him, but I'm just kind of wanting his focus away from this fight. And I don't have blink, and I really should have. I would have won the game right here if I had had blink. But I'm just trying to focus down the siege tanks and get those bunkers down. But I see that he's got a lot invested into air, and I'm just a wee bit afraid of those banshees. Simply because I can't see them, and he's got the Raven, so he just knocked out my sight, so I'm basically screwed. So I'm just gonna run him home, and then I remembered that I've got 2 more. So I'm just gonna have them meet up with these guys, and I'm just gonna keep warping in here. Gonna try and keep him in his 2 bases so that he will mine out, and I've got a significant economic advantage, which obviously I do. You can see I've also got a unit count advantage, which honestly I should have won the game a lot faster, but I'm going to speed it up just a hair because it does go on a little too much. They do finally kill my my pylon, but I'm just going to make sure and make plenty of pylons, and now I'm going to start making my my phoenix, and I've actually got 2 queued up in that. So I'm just using these guys, going to scout around a wee bit, going to try and make sure, okay, so he doesn't have his 3rd, and just going to try and knock out that banshee while he's not paying attention. Didn't get it, but that's just the way it is. So I've got 3 more banshees coming in, warping in another round of stalkers, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. I feel like I'm still in the lead, even though I haven't been able to finish out the game. I haven't been able to put that that killing blow down. And as you can see, my home macro isn't doing very well, because you can see that I had 16 on a base that only needed 8 at this point. And I threw these immortals away. Honestly, I shouldn't have lost them. But and if I had blink, I would have been able to finish that fight a lot faster as well. So let's so anyway, I've got my 6 Phoenix, warping in 3 Void Rays. I don't ever use them. I kind of forget about them. I'm warping in a 4th Nexus. I'm going to get all my guys up there, and we're going to go with that. You can see he's starting to, you know, really try and pick up the upgrades and stuff. I think that's +1 armor and attack. But I'm going to move with this. I feel like I've got a pretty good chance against these guys, and
guys are exhausted.
send these guys in first to try and attack, try and get some of his air units out of the way, and with that little bit of scouting, I know that I can just go in there and knock him out. So I'm just going to walk right up there and take him out. I'm just going to send these guys. I don't care about the missile turret, I just want them out of the sky. And once again, I believe he took out my observers. I've got 3 at home, and I've completely forgot. Be that as it may, I'm just going to stick around. You know, I'm not running away again. I want to make sure that I finish out the game right now. But I am running out of Stalkers, and you really shouldn't be throwing them away like I am. But game's just about over. I still didn't send them out, but got him done. Notice he's got another Banshee, but I can't see him. But my observers are on their way, so I don't care. You can actually pick up your own units with the Phoenix ability, that Graviton Beam. Didn't know that, but I do now. So I'm just going to send these Phoenix over and take out his base. Feel pretty confident now, for sure, that he's not got anything else, because now I've taken out his second base as well. Really like Phoenix. The more I use, I haven't used them very much, but I enjoyed using them. Enjoyed using them a lot.
Engaging the enemy.
So I'm just pushing in with my army. This is the end of the game. A wee bit too long, I feel, but overall I'm really happy with the game. And as you can see, I'm flooding minerals like crazy, because you know I'm fairly confident that this is game over. So I'm just sending these guys. I was sending these guys around just to see what he's got, see if he's got anything else, and we're warping in more Stalkers just to sort of waste time, take out that base. But that's pretty much it. The Stalkers and the Phoenix really sort of finished the game. The Immortals, though, I'd like to he quit. I'd like to show you this Immortal. This is the player of the game right there. 19 kills. I think that's the most of any unit I've got right now. Yeah. So he's player of the game. So that's my PVT for today, and I'll have the build order down below. If you like it, please share, click like, click subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.